Beacon Journal. Just the halftime speech JB gave, was it, how fiery was it? How, I mean, was it out of character? Just
we deserved it, but all I'll say is you see how JB is animated during the game, just multiply that by 3 for us. So that's all I'm going to say. It got us going.
well, what was the gist of the message? Was it just defense, or was it everything?
It was everything. We weren't playing our expectation of basketball to our level of going out there and just playing with that fighting energy.
And you had a span there in the third quarter when you just kind of, was that what it was from, or?
No, I was thinking back and talking with the team. It was, what got me going was the 3-second defensive call, and I started cheering. That's a thing that I do for the team, and I guess that got me going, and obviously JB's speech too, but just a mixture of that got me going.
One more quick thing. After you dunked on Bowl,
yeah.
did you growl afterwards?
No. I probably barked. I don't know what happened. But we were talking about it on the bench about just being aggressive and dunking everything. So I pointed back to them who I was talking with.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey, hello. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
What did you see from Evan tonight?
Fight. He went out there and fought in the paint. Throwing bodies, going after his own rebound, just going out there and showing why he's Evan Mobley.
What does that mean for him to be Evan Mobley?
Be the best player out there every night. That tenacity, I mean, he's a quiet guy, we know that, but he still can come out there with a lot of energy and do what he does and make buckets and block shots.
We've talked a lot about your defense. Last year you guys were top 5 in defense. You came into tonight, you were top 5 in defense again, despite some personnel changes.
Right.
What is it about this group that allows you guys to be such a good defensive team?
I think it's our ability to adapt. We did change our defensive players. I don't know how to say that right, but that did happen. So we had to find a way to still be at the highest level. And that's a credit to the coaching staff. They looked at the roster. They found out what's going to work and what's not going to work for us. And we go out there and execute to the highest level.
Thank you.
Brendan Gulick, SI Media Group. I know you don't like to talk about individual statistics and things.
Right.
But you are the youngest active player in the NBA to get 3,000 career rebounds, and you're a couple of points from 4,000 career points. Do you reflect on, whether it's, I'm not talking about those specific stats,
right.
but do you take time during the season to reflect on things that you're proud of, or do you just get so locked in a moment that none of it matters to you?
I guess I do look back on it and be like, oh, wow, that's a pretty good stat. And, I just go out the next game and just play my game. I'm not I guess I am just locked in the moment and just trying to do the best that I can. And at the end of the day, looking back and after the game, if I see something cool like that, I'll be like, that's nice. It's showing how hard I'm working on the floor is coming to fruition.
Evan Damaro, right down Euclid. Jarrett, have you ever seen a guy as big as Donovan rebound the ball like that?
The thing, Donovan, it's like, it doesn't look like he jumps highest to me, but then you see this freakish alien arm come out and just snatch the rebound. He has these long arms. He has this mentality to hunt every rebound, and he's a big guy. He's buff down there, so buff in the paint, and he will go and just snatch a rebound.
And we learned about you a little bit during the timeout, and you mentioned your favorite app's Reddit. What are your favorite subreddits to browse?
I like to keep that separate from.
Spencer Davies, basketballnews.com. Going back to Evan, JB kind of said it's kind of like his preseason because of the ankle injury. Would you agree with that? And what's the ramp-up process for him like, do you think?
It's funny, he did forget he twisted his ankle. He was out for the whole preseason. He only had one game. So it is going to take him a while to get in that season form to see where we saw him last year, where he left off. But as we keep going, I think tonight's a perfect example of where he can be and what he can do on the court. So just give him time. He'll be back to who he is.
And then you guys had a lot of two-man game last year. Do you think that that's something that can get him going kind of more or less on the offensive end, just kind of playing between one another?
I think so. It's something about playing basketball with your big. It's something that gets you going. and it's still more to come. You know, we still have to flesh things out. We still have to make sure things are in the right order, but it's going to happen.
Very last question.
I can't resist Evan brought it up. You really have a 20-year-old mattress?
20. Oh yeah, that thing's been in my house for a while. Yeah. Yeah, but hey, it's my smell. It's been in my room. I got no shame in that. That's the most comfortable thing I sleep on.
Explain to me this about the 3-second thing. Do you always get fired up about that?
I think JB was like, oh, they never call 3 seconds. Yeah, it's true. You know, people standing there for 10 seconds. So, and then he's always telling me, just stay in the paint, just stay in the paint. So whenever somebody gets 3 seconds, I just go crazy. It just happened to be me, so I started cheering for the bench.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.